So, hello friends, again welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, right now I am discussing the summary of chapter number 8. In the previous video, I discussed the summary of chapter number 7, uh, uh, and in which in this chapter, in previous chapter 7, I discussed about. I discussed the journey of Oliver Barrett and Jennifer Cavallari. They both visit the Oliver's homes, and Jenny was greeted by Oliver's parents, and they bought dinner at Harvard, and right now they're going back to Cambridge. So let's start with me, chapter number 8, without wasting too much time. So now they were finally driving back to Cambridge. Uh, uh, Jenny said, Oliver, you could have been some enthusiastic. I said, congratulations. Oliver said, it was mighty generous of you. What did you expect? Jenny said, oh God, the whole thing makes me sick. They drove on for a long time without saying a word. The whole things makes you sick, Jenny. Oliver said to Jenny, what whole things makes you sick, Jenny? And he asked after a long while. Jenny said, how about the disgusting way you treat your father? Oliver said, how about the disgusting way I treat him? And how I was disrespectful? Jenny said, you bug him, and bug him. Oliver said, it's a mutual, Jenny. Or didn't you notice that? And Oliver also said, I don't think you would stop at anything just to get to your old man. There was a strange little silence before she replied, and she said, it's impossible to get to Oliver Barrett, unless maybe if you marry Jennifer Cavallari. Oliver then turned to Jennifer, and he said, Jenny, don't you believe I love you? And he shouted. Jenny said, and Jenny said, I know you love me. And Jenny said, and Jenny also said, uh, I know I love not only you yourself, I love your name and your numeral. She looked away, and I thought, and Oliver thought maybe she was going to cry, but she didn't. She finished her thought. Oliver was there for a while. Oliver was sitting there for a while, watching a neon sign, claims, and oysters. And he was thinking what I had loved so much about Jenny was her ability to see inside me, to understand things I never needed to crave out in words. She was still doing it, but could I face the fact that I was not perfect? She had already faced my imperfection, how unworthy he felt. Mm, and Oliver said, I don't know what the hell to say. And he said to Jenny, would you like a calm or an oysters? Jenny said, would you like a punch in the mouth? Oliver said yes, and she made a fist and then placed it gently against his cheek, and he kissed it. As he reached over to embrace her, she straight again armed him, and barked like a gun. Jenny said, just drive, get back to the wheel, and start speeding. Oliver did. And now Oliver started a discussion of his father. Uh, his father his father basic comment concerned what he considered excessive velocity, haste, precipitousness. Oliver said, I forgot his exact word, but I know the text for his sermon during our lunch at the Harvard Club. and he warmed up for it by suggesting that I not bolt my food. And Oliver politely suggested that I was a grown man, that he should no longer correct and and no, and never comment upon my behavior. Oliver said, they were, as he said, eating lunch in the Harvard Club of Boston. This means we were surrounded by his father's people, his classmates, clients, admirers, and so on. It was a put up job. If ever there was once, if you really listen, you might hear some of them murmur things like, if you really listen, you might hear some of them murmur things like, there goes Oliver Barrett. Oh, that's Oliver Barrett, the big athlete. And now father was now the pre in the previous chapter I have discussed the discussion between father and Oliver and his father. And now the it remind and now the discussions when Oliver was driving the car. And this discussions came in Oliver's mind. and uh, and the discussion was, Oliver said, Father, you have not said a word about Jennifer. His father said, What is there to say? You have presented us with a fait accompli, have you not? Uh, Oliver said, But what do you think, father? His father said, I think Jenny is admirable, and for a girl from a background to get all the way to Redcliffe, and he was avoiding the issue. Oliver said, Get to the point, father. And his father said, The point was nothing to do with the young lady. He said, It has to do with you. And his said, You are rebellion, and you are a rebellion son. And Oliver said, Father, I fail to see how marry a beautiful and brilliant Redcliffe girl constitutes rebellion. And mm, he, his father said, what's irritate and no it Oliver said to his father, what's irritate you most? And father said that she is Catholic, and that she is poor. And his father replied in a kind of whisper, leaning slightly towards Oliver, and he said, What attracts you most? And